Alright fans, hi everyone. Today I'm ranking the Monkees album. Yeah, the Monkees, that fake band, that fictional band that became a real band, okay? And they released 13 albums. You know, they released 9 official albums, from their 60s and 70s period, plus 4 reunion but official albums for a total of 13 albums. And I'm going to rank these albums from worst to best. And I'd like to know your opinion. So here we go. At number 13, the album I choose is the fantastic Pull It. I'm just kidding. I'm not too crazy about this album. This is something very commercial and doesn't really sound like the Monkees for me. And maybe the only song that I like is Old Wild World. Yeah, I think this one is decent. And maybe the opening track, Heart and Soul. But other than that, so Pull It at number 13. Number 12 for me is their last album, Christmas Party. Once again, this is not a classic, but in my opinion, it sounds a bit better than Pull It. I think House of Broken Gingerbread is pretty fine. Christmas Party, the title track, is also another good song. Merry Christmas Baby is okay, and Snowfall is not bad. So Christmas Party at number 12. Okay, let's continue. At number 11 for me is Just Us, and the Monkees play their own instruments, on this album. There are a few good songs. I really like their Circle Sky new version, Admiral Mike, Original Girl, Runaway from Life is not bad. Once again, not a classic album, but there are a few good songs. So Just Us at number 11. Okay. Number 10 for me is Changes. I like the opening track, Oh My, You're So Good to Me. 99 Pounds, yeah, it's a catchy song, it rocks. Midnight Train is probably my favorite. I Never Thought It Peculiar is another fine song. So Changes at number 10. Okay, let's continue with number 9, which is the Monkees Present. And the best song here, in my opinion, is Looking for the Good Times. I think it really captures their old sound. Good Clean Fun is pretty fine too. Oklahoma Backroom Dancer, Mommy and Daddy. Monkees Present at number 9. Number 8. Almost equal with number 7, but at the moment, yeah, I think it would be number 8. And I'm talking about their Good Times album. And for an album, released in 2016, it almost captured, their old sound from the 60s. And by the way, this was the first album released after Davy Jones' death. And I really like songs like Love to Love, Birth of an Accidental Hipster. These are my two favorites. And Me and Magdalena is pretty fine too. Also really like their cover of Wasn't Born to Follow. She Makes Me Laugh. Yeah, decent, pretty decent album. Good Times at number 8. Next at number 7 is Instant Replay. I really love songs like You and I and While I Cry. What a beautiful song, While I Cry. So these are my two favorites, You and I, While I Cry. Also like songs like Don't Listen to Linda, I Won't Be the Same Without Her, Teardrop City, Uh, so not a fantastic album, but this is something decent or even pretty decent. So instant replay at number 7, I think, yeah. Okay, number 6 for me is Ed, and for some people, maybe this could be higher, but I think the main problem with Ed, is the dialogues, between each and every song. Because other than that, the real songs sound pretty good for me. A Purpose song, Circle Sky, Can You Dig It? As we go along, do I have to do this all over again? I think the real songs are pretty good. But as I said, the main problem here is the dialogues and their fragments of songs. And that's why the album is number 6, but it's a good album anyway. So Ed at number 6. Number 5 was their debut and self-titled album, the Monkees. Of course, I like the title track, but my favorite songs here are Saturday's Child, Tomorrow's Gonna Be Another Day, Take a Giant Step, which is really one of my favorite songs here, Last Train to Clarksville, and Sweet Young Thing. I love this song, and this one was written by Mike Nesmith, Sweet Young Thing. So the Monkees self-titled album at number 5. Number 4 for me is The Birds, the Bees, and the Monkees, and maybe the album is a bit underrated. I don't know, but I like or love most of the songs here, especially Auntie's Municipal Court. Yeah, that song. What else? Tapioca Chandra, Righting Wrongs, which is another song by Mike Nesmith. P.O. Box 9847, really love that song. Valerie Zorenzan, Magnolia Sins. Pretty good album. So the Birds, the Bees, and the Monkees at number 4. Number 3 for me was their second album, More of the Monkees. I love the opening track, She, Mary Mary, which is another pretty good song. Stepping Stone, Look Out, Here Comes Tomorrow, The Kind of Girl I Could Love. Most of the songs, I'm a Believer, Sometime in the Morning, and what a beautiful song, Sometime in the Morning. I love the way Mickey Dolenz sings it. He has such a beautiful song. Probably an underrated singer, Mickey Dolenz. So More of the Monkees at number 3. Number 2 is a very popular choice for number 1, but it's number 2 for me. And I love the album anyway. And I'm talking about Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Limited. Yeah, this was their very psychedelic period. And I love songs like Club is Only Sleeping, Words, Cuddly Toy, probably my 3 favorite songs. Pleasant Valley Sunday is also pretty good. The Door into Summer, Daily Nightly, Star Collector. Most of the songs are good. So Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones and Limited at number 2. And my favorite Monkees album at number 1 was their third album, Headquarters, and this was the first real Monkees album, because they played their own instruments here for the very first time. And among those 12 or 13 songs, the Monkees wrote 6 or 7 songs at least. And I love the opening track, You Told Me. What else? You Just May Be the One. Shades of Grey, Mr. Webster, Sunny Girlfriend, Early Morning Blues and Dreams, Randy's Cows Get. This is a pretty good album, and this is my favorite Monkees album, Headquarters, at #1. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd like to know what is your personal ranking or your favorite Monkees album. So thanks for watching, and see you for my next video.